clawing our way out of our graves to bring you your weekly dose of chaos and darkness. I'm Rexy.
And I'm Lillie. And this is the Morning Report.
Hey, Mourners.
Hello.
Hi, Lillie.
Hi, babe.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yay. You ready? Getting ready for Christmas?
I am, but we still can't find our tree.
You still
Can't find it. No idea where it is. It's not in the attic. It's not under my stuff in the garage. It's not on one of the shelves in the garage. Eric thinks that it might be just still packed away in a box in his room, and we just haven't found the right box yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm about to decorate that banana if it doesn't, that big old banana. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was a weird sentence to say.
Yeah, well, I'm about to decorate that thing for Christmas if we can't find our fucking tree.
The Christmas banana.
Also, this was kind of cool. Today was my first day watching the shop out at the hedge.
Oh,
so it's just like a volunteer thing, but like somebody needs to be there to make sure that, nothing walks away and the shop is open and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
It's all cashless, which is really cool. Everybody has their electronic payment information attached to their booth, so people just pay right there. I don't have to deal with cash.
So functioning on the honor system.
Pretty much, except I'm there to watch it.
Okay. Cool.
So like I'm there to make sure that they are paying, each person for their thing, but I'm not there to have to like take cash or make change or keep track of anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into this.
We always start talking and then I forget that we have like
a podcast.
And this isn't just the two of us catching up.
Me too. Me too. But today I have 1,001 things to do, and I feel like you're probably about in the same boat. Man, I can't do anything about that weird
It looks like you have a very blonde mustache.
It does, right?
Is that it's cute. I like it. It's a good
Except
look
it
for
won't
you.
stay in one spot. Thanks. All right. We're not gonna do this like we normally do. We're gonna actually have a podcast.
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna do it. Okay, so we're gonna start with this news story from TheWrap.com. And the headline is, day laborers say Sam Haskell Jr. paid them $500 to take away bags of body parts. So we have more body parts in bags, which is body parts where they're not supposed to fucking be. The workers were turned away by law enforcement when they tried to report what they saw. Not sure how that works. Okay. A group of day laborers told Los Angeles NBC affiliate NBC4 that Sam Haskell Jr. paid them $500 to haul trash bags that were full of body parts from his home. The son of an Emmy-winning producer, Haskell was arrested on suspicion of murder on Wednesday. Oh, and when was this? I don't know when this was written. November 11th, so it's very recent. Okay. The workers said that they were hired to carry away 3 trash bags from inside Haskell's garage. Haskell initially told the men the bags contained rocks, but the men said it was immediately clear that this was not true. One explained, when we picked up the bags, we could tell they weren't rocks. The men described the bags as soft and soggy.
Oh. Which is not a rock. Not a rock.
It's not. Rocks aren't soft and soggy. Mm-mm. Once the workers were a block away, they pulled over to look inside the bags. An unidentified worker said, I started seeing body parts, a belly button. I was astonished. Of course, I felt bad, and we had been tricked.
You just felt bad?
Leo says, who the fuck puts rocks in trash bags? Nobody. That's nobody. That's why the workers are suspicious. That's true. That's true. The men returned the money and the bags to Haskell and tried to alert authorities. They added that 2 law enforcement stations, a California Highway Patrol station, and the LAPD Topanga station turned them away. Hi, Steve!
Oh, okay. Rexy says hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi! Haskell's arrest came after a woman's dismembered torso was found outside a dumpster in a parking lot in Encino.
Oh.
Haskell's wife, May, and her parents, Gao Shan Li and Yanzeng Wang, are still missing, and he is due in court on Monday. Fuck it.
Gross.
Yep.
Okay.
Hope he gets exactly what's coming to him.
Yeah. But, yeah. No, it's just bags of rocks. Dude, they're soft. What the hell is in here?
Why are they soggy? Rocks aren't soggy. Give me just a second. I need to turn the heater down a little.
Okay.
I had Eric turn it on high for me before I got home because I knew it was going to record out here and I figured it'd be cold. But it doesn't take long now that he's insulated the door for it to get, like, warm. Like, it's 72 in here right now. And I have a t-shirt and a sweatshirt on.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm plenty warm.
All right, so you ready to get into our story?
I am ready. Gimme.
Gimme.
I forgot what we were talking about. What are we talking about?
Mount Shasta.
Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. Okay. That's so pretty.
Ew, don't do that. Okay. I
I painted a lot of fucks this week.
I love that for you. Oh, they're great. I like how the first one, your mustache was trying to blur out the first one. Those are awesome. Just fantastic. You have so many fucks to give. So many. So many fucks. Oh, there's more. Oh no, there's not. Oh my god. Oh god, there's more? Oh my god. Oh shit.
I can't get it to focus.
Is there more? You have all the fucks to give.
A lot of fucks this week.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I love that.
So they are all a gift. A friend bought it for their partner, and it's a jar of fucks. He wanted to buy a jar of fucks. And they are multicolored, glittery fucks.
You should definitely like glue one to the bottom of the jar, and then like that's the last fuck.
Oh, good idea. Okay. Ooh, should I cut out one that actually says the last fuck and glue it on the bottom?
I think you should.
Okay, I'll do that. Help me! I gotta figure out how to decorate the jar too. Like they're just going in this regular mason jar, but I don't want it to be boring.
Yeah, I like either glue it to the bottom or like glue it to the side, and it just says "my last fuck" or something.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. Okay, back to Mount Shasta.
Mount Shasta.
The field of fucks. Mount Shasta. A field of fucks.
We're already off the wall, and it hasn't even started. All right. So, the legends of Mount Shasta. Just in case you didn't know, Mount Shasta is a 14,000 feet peak in Northern California, just south of the Oregon-California border. It's part of the Cascade Range that runs along the Pacific from California to British Columbia. It is also a dot on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Even though the mountain is part of the Cascades, Mount Shasta seems like an anomaly because there aren't other mountains close to it. It looks like the mountain just sprung up out of nowhere. I like a solitary mountain. I want to live there. Right there.
Like the lonely mountain.
Well, maybe I won't after we finish this.
Maybe not. We'll find out. Mount Shasta's so fucking pretty, though.
I will definitely reserve my opinion for later.
Okay.
So with the valley floor below the mountain only measuring to 3,600 feet in elevation, the peak is 10,000 feet higher than anything around it. Because of this, the mountain generates its own weather with wicked lenticular clouds forming around the peak. So that's gotta be cool.
Wait, are those the name of the clouds that Leo sent a bunch of pictures of?
I would hope that he's not just sending random cloud pictures, because I have a lot of questions. But he says yes, they are.
Okay. I love clouds, but I have straight up forgotten all the names of them. I feel like we had to memorize it in school or something, but cumulonimbus, right?
That's all I got.
Yeah. Leo says I will now send random as fuck clouds at all hours of the day. Leo, I'm gonna need you, instead of sending them to us, just put them on our social. Like, no context. Just clouds.
And I'm gonna always comment, dude, are you high? Every single time. Dude.
I love it.
You high?
Are you high? In the clouds, man. Oh, speaking of that, my little bus got a wash.
How cute. Oh my goodness. You have the coolest things.
Eric bought me this at the bug show in August.
Oh, I love that.
Speaking of Eric, we've been together 4 years.
Uh-oh.
The first was our 4-year anniversary. 4 years.
Aww.
Long fucking time.
Me and Steve's 9-year anniversary is coming up in January.
Hey. Long time to not murder somebody.
That's what I keep telling him every day.
Okay, back to Mount Shasta.
Okay. So Mount Shasta is potentially an active volcano with the summit covered in ice year-round. The last significant eruption was around 200 years ago, but many believe it could blast open like Mount St. Helens or implode like Mount Mazama 100 miles away in Oregon did.
Implode? What? Okay, so I can picture what happens with a regular explosion, like a regular volcano, right? But what about an implosion? Like, what does that look like? Now I really... Can we watch a video?
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me a second.
Okay. We are gonna get through this episode. We are. Just,
we're not. No. It's gonna be forever.
We're just gonna have some side quests.
We always have side quests. Nope, that's not a video. So see how it's like, I don't know if you can see it falling in there.
Oh, it's like caving in. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's some smoke, and there it goes. That's to me scarier.
Wow.
So yeah, because it's like on the side.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then there's that guy.
Ooh, that's
something
wild. Okay.
Oh Lord, come on, computer. There we go. Awesome.
Dang.
All right, so there you go. There's an implosion. So the Mount Mazama implosion left a pit that now holds Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States.
Okay.
1,949 feet deep. There's 2 million acres of land with hundreds of lakes in the forest surrounding it, and the mountain itself has a huge cave system created by lava. Leo, can we not talk about your fetishes, please? That'd be great. Leo likes volcano porn.
I think I also like volcano porn, though.
Is this where we want to get sidetracked?
I mean, where would you like to get sidetracked?
Are we just gonna turn this into a volcano porn episode?
Didn't we already?
All right. So anyway,
Leo.
back on track. You know what? Shush, Leo. You're fired. So the Mount Shasta area is a paradise for boaters, climbers, hippies, and hikers, drawing in people who want to bask in the vibe of the mountain. Seekers of spiritual growth flock to the tiny town of Mount Shasta at the base of the volcano and the spring waters on the mountain, believing they hold magical powers. So this is, if you want in-person volcano porn, sounds like a you place.
I have actually never been to Mount Shasta, but I want to go pretty bad. I want to go to Mount Rainier too. Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty in that part of the country.
So a creepy aura of mystery surrounds the mountain, which is said to have UFO sightings, strange disappearances, Bigfoot sightings, and is said to be the entrance to the Hollow Earth, directly to an underground city inhabited by people of a lost ancient civilization.
Atlantis?
No, just the Hollow Earth. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
That's right. We did talk about the Hollow Earth theory on the Atlantis episode, didn't we?
Yeah.
So maybe.
I don't remember if we decided that's what we thought, but I
don't remember
maybe?
either.
I don't remember.
We are horrible podcast people.
Because our memory shit.
I remember talking about it, but I don't remember what we talked about.
Same. I mean, fuck, half the time I don't remember episodes that we have recorded and I have edited.
Are we teaching ourselves anything?
No. Hopefully we're teaching the listener something, though.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So let's start with the legends of the native people. So humans have lived around Mount Shasta for over 10,000 years. It straddles the territories of the Klamath, Modoc, Wintu, Achumawi, Atsugui, I murdered that one. I'm so sorry to anybody. And the Shasta people, with Mount Shasta at the center of some of their creation myths. The Modoc people believe the creator of the mountain was a sky spirit that was tired of being cold all the time in the above world. So the spirit carved out a hole where a bunch of ice and snow fell to the earth in a pile, creating Mount Shasta. The spirit and their family lived at the peak, where they carved out a place to build a fire and keep their family warm. When the spirit walked through the snow, it melted and formed streams and rivers. When the leaves fell from trees that the spirit planted, life was breathed into them and they turned into birds. That's beautiful.
I wonder if there's like an animation or an illustration or something of that story, because I think that would be really pretty to see.
That would be super pretty to see, and we'll have to look for that. And
Leo, can you please see if there's some sort of something we can watch? It just sounds so pretty.
So another one, the Klamath people told of a great battle between the sky god Skell, who lived at the summit of Mount Shasta, and Lau, the god of the underworld, who lived underneath Mount Mazama. Lau had cursed the Klamath people to have fire rain down on them and appealed to Skell for help. Skell defeated Lau and tricked Lau's followers, the creatures living in Crater Lake, into eating his body piece by piece. But they refused to eat his head because they recognized the face, so now legend has it that Wizard Island in Crater Lake is Lau's head.
Oh.
That's not as cute as the other one.
No, but it's still pretty freaking cool.
It's still pretty freaking cool. Okay. So one common myth among all these tribes is that going above the tree line is forbidden to humans and is reserved for the sky people. The sky people are spirits said to be of a different realm inhabited by spirits of the dead, but some people believe the sky people are giants that are very much of our realm and have been seen by people who dare go beyond the tree line. About 80 miles northeast of Mount Shasta is petroglyph point where the Modoc people of ancient times carved and painted animals, bodies of water, the sun, the moon, and stars on rock walls. There are also some alien-looking creatures depicted that are believed to be the sky people.
I feel like I've heard. Yeah. Okay, I'm pulling up a picture of this, and I know that I've seen it before, and it's really cool. Give me just a second. That's super cool.
That is really cool. I like the goat. That's awesome. I love cave paintings.
Yeah. I love all the handprints. Like, it's so... I don't know. I love history and old stuff and, like, just the dead things that have come before us, right? Like, I love it. There's such a connection to it because it's, like, our literal history, right? And these handprints, like... those were made by somebody who had a story, who had a life, who had a family, who had adventures and dreams, and like, I just love it. I don't know what the feeling is for this that it always makes me feel, but I just love it.
Oh, that's really awesome. I think we could both just sit here and get lost in this for a minute.
Yep. Okay, so instead of doing that, I'm gonna take it away.
None for you.
None for us because we have a podcast to do.
You know what? I like reading because I feel like I could be like, nope, we're not doing that. But then I'm like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Look this up now.
Leo says he's not finding anything on that story, so there may not be like an illustration or something. But if we can find something, then we'll link it for you guys.
Yes, because that'd be really cool to watch.
Yeah, it would be.
So also on Mount Shasta are stories of ghosts, spirits, and the Fae, which is still one of my favorite episodes, partially because I was on it, but it was just a really cool episode.
It was a lot of fun.
So I know we've talked about it before, but that's a weird episode because I was on as a guest and then it was like, oh, now you're co-host.
Yeah, like the very next episode. Or like very shortly after anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, because I think the next one was the Strong Women episode.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first co-host episode.
Yep.
That was another good episode. So there you go. So ghosts are often spotted near burial ground.
Burial grounds in burial gowns?
Yes, there we go. So ghosts are often spotted near burial grounds as flickering orbs of light and are greatly feared as seeing one is an omen foretelling bad luck or even death, which would be the worst of luck. According to Shasta tribe lore, the area is haunted by spirits called the Oxkey that come in the form of short humans or animals that live in the rocks, lakes, and streams. Some of the spirits are sinister and can possess victims, causing misfortune, disease, and death, and only a shaman can exorcise the victims.
Really don't like that very much.
No. I do love a good shaman, though.
Yeah. That part, yes. The possession, no.
No. So southeast of Shasta are waterfalls that are believed to be the home of the Fae. In fact, some think the Oxkey are actually fairies. There are 3 falls on the McCloud River, 30 minutes from Shasta, and the falls you have to hike to are said to be the best for seeing the Fae. And another 30 minutes by car will take you to the 130-foot tall, 200-foot wide Burney Falls, where you can glimpse fairies in the mists of the waterfall that has been called the 8th wonder of the world. The Fae are said to make themselves known to only those who honestly seek to know them in the peripheral vision of those who sit and look out over the falls. So they'd be our best friends in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because we probably, where would we go? We'd go there and then we'd be like, okay, bye-bye life.
I come with cake and sweets
Mm-hmm.
and all the stuff you want. Now come see
honey
me.
and milk and berries and nuts, and they're all yours. Just yes.
And the whole time we'd be like, what's that? No, what's that? Like, still as stone, be like, did you see that over there?
Is it
Don't.
there? Do you see what I see?
So, stretches of Interstate 5 that run near the mountain are said to be haunted by accident victims. The ruins of Old Shasta Town from the 1800s harbor a few ghosts, mostly near the old courthouse, where the sounds of criminal trials, and the gallows, where the last sounds of these found guilty can still be heard.
Man, okay, that's freaky.
And then the presence of a malevolent spirit surrounds a pioneer baby's grave nearby on Old Highway 99. Why the baby? Why?
I think because babies are creepy when they're like ghost babies and crying at night.
Well, it doesn't say that it's a baby. It just says it's a malevolent spirit near the baby's grave.
Oh! Okay.
So why are we tormenting that poor baby?
Yeah. Maybe we can leave the baby alone?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
So another big cryptid story from up that way is there's a lot of Sasquatch stories. So the Modoc people...
Let's have them.
Yes. The Modoc people believe in a race of giants called Matakagmi, which means keepers of the woods, and some believe these giants are what we know as Sasquatch.
Okay.
Matakagmi is similar to the Tibetan word Metokongmi, which is Tibetan for Yeti.
Okay.
Two languages originating on opposite sides of the world have similar words for giant hairy ape human. Is this a coincidence or something else?
Giant hairy ape human.
I mean, I know a couple of those though, so... I mean, growing up, I was convinced my dad was part Sasquatch.
That makes me really happy.
Because whenever I would ask him about like family lineage, he would always go, my family is German and hillbilly. And so my little brain was like, you know what lives in the hills? Bigfoot.
Sasquatch.
So you must be part Bigfoot.
You live in the hills. Hillbillies means hills. Hills means Sasquatch. Dad's Sasquatch.
Just if you want to know how weird I was as a small child, that's how weird I was.
I made up imaginary friends, like a lot of children do, but my imaginary friends were aliens who
were they really imaginary?
I'm pretty sure they were actually imaginary, yes. But they weren't very nice. I made up alien bullies.
Rex, what the hell?
But those are like imaginary. And one of the names, oh my god, I'll have to get, okay. I pulled my best friend in 5th grade into this stupid imaginary aliens that we had to like do battle with or whatever. We were like 9. Her name was Heather. Hi Heather. Heather first. We're still Facebook friends. I'll have to message her and be like, do you remember our stupid fucking aliens? Their names. Get this. God, I was such an idiot.
What were they? Rexy.
Do you see the screen? Their names were Merv and Styko. No fucking clue where I got this names. Not a fucking clue. Merv and Styko were my imaginary alien friends turned bullies.
I Wish I could go back in time and give little baby Rexy a hug because it sounded like you needed one.
I did. I did need a hug. Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to talk about this later because I need to know what possessed you that made you think you needed imaginary friends. But then what was so bad that they had to then bully you?
We'll talk about that later. That is about to bring the whole episode to a nosedive.
That doesn't even need to be an episode.
We'll just let it be funny, and I'll tell you later.
A virtual hug, because you need it now.
Yay!
Wow.
All right, back to Mount Shasta.
Poor tiny thing. I love you so much.
I love you too. I'm okay now, or at least I'm in therapy. I'm in therapy.
I'll come beat up an imaginary friend that's a bully to you now.
Hey!
You know that, right?
I like it.
Okay. So, the legends of Sasquatch roaming the mountains and the forests of the Pacific Northwest go back at least hundreds of years in native lore, possibly originating with the Chehalis people of British Columbia who believe Sasquatch as a supernatural being that can disappear by shape-shifting from physical form to spiritual form.
Well, that would explain why he's so hard to, spot, find, catch.
But that,
prove.
Parallels one of my favorite Bigfoot theories, is that Bigfoot just lives naturally on a different plane of existence. And just accidentally hops over occasionally.
I've never heard that one.
And then goes back to their plane of existence. And so and if you understand how the multiverse, for lack of a better term, works, it's just kind of wherever. So I'm not saying that we're seeing the same Bigfoot everywhere for years, but if you're just walking down the street doing your thing and you hit
and they
one
happen
of these,
to maybe cross,
or
bounce over real quick. Yeah.
So,
I've never heard that theory, but I love it, and oh my god, it makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
Yep.
So by the 1920s, stories of giant ape men called Bigfoot came around to European settlers all along the Pacific coast, including Mount Shasta, after which the legend grew to what we know today. In Bigfoot in Pop Culture episode, we talked about Jeff Goldblum going Bigfoot hunting for his show, The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
It was Mount Shasta where he and some awful smelling Bigfoot pheromones tried to draw Sasquatch out of hiding.
Okay.
I remember that episode. I don't remember talking about Jeff Goldblum at all.
Same, but I do remember the episode. Yep.
I do. We did it. I remember that because remember it ended with.
Yes, it did. It ended with Bigfoot porn.
I remember that, but I don't remember Jeff Goldblum, which is upsetting.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that episode. Man, and I was on the episode and I edited it, and I don't remember.
Yeah. So. Claims of a cryptid called the Bat Squatch, which.
Called the what?
Bat Squatch.
Bat Squatch. Okay.
Have grown since the first sighting of it around Mount St. Helens after it exploded in 1980. Hikers have reported seeing the large creature with the head of a wolf, red eyes, purple skin, bluish fur, and the wings of a bat. A sighting was recently claimed at Mount Shasta, and some wonder if that means Mount Shasta is also about to blow.
Oh, like a harbinger.
A harbinger.
Harbinger of, Mount Shasta's very own harbinger?
Yeah. Like Mothman.
Like Mothman! I made a really cute Mothman ornament.
I want one.
Did you? Okay. I'm gonna have to send you so many things.
I just want a big old mystery box. So,
okay.
Just a Rexy box.
I can do that.
Okay. So 3 Mexican migrant workers were working a cannabis farm in the Emerald Triangle of Northern California in 1993. The Emerald Triangle is 3 counties in Northern California that is the largest cannabis-producing region in the U.S. Humboldt, Trinity, and Mendocino counties.
Oh, okay. I know where those are. Those are JSK spots too.
So that story is that one evening, all 3 were found in the woods, torn limb from limb by Bigfoot. The docuseries Sasquatch on Hulu investigates that story.
I don't know if I think that Bigfoots are like coming over and like ripping people to shreds, but I do feel like they're probably kind of wild animal-ish in that, you know, if you
threatened.
Huh?
If the poor thing was threatened, Leo,
right.
why does
if it's threatened, protecting its young,
yeah,
you know, anything that like a wild animal would typically do, I think would be expected.
So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to share this. Let's try. Bat Squatch. No. Bat Squatch.
This is pretty great. I like him. He looks like Gargoyle.
So
like
cool.
From the 90s cartoon Gargoyles.
I fucking
right?
love that show.
Yeah. Thank you. That's pretty
And if they're really making a live action, I am so excited.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
That'd be very cool.
So there's Bat Squatch. Back to Bigfoot. In 1987, a man claimed to watch a family of Bigfoot emerge from an abandoned cabin on the mountain. Why were they in a cabin? And in the summer of 1976, a few friends were sleeping under the stars on Mt Shasta. Their campsite was visited by Bigfoot, who actually shook a couple of their sleeping bags while the campers played dead. Bigfoot apparently got bored and left. They noticed that he couldn't look at Bigfoot directly. They had to use their peripheral vision to see him.
Okay.
So maybe that's part of that jumping back and forth.
Right. Like sprites or wisps.
Yeah.
Like you kind of can't see them straight on. Like you see them out of the corners of your vision, and when you focus, they're gone.
So in the early 70s, a man from the NorCal town of Witchpeck was reportedly pulled apart by Bigfoot. And this town is very close to where the infamous Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot video was taken in 1967.
Which I believe we did add into our episode whenever we did it.
And that's like the typical blurry photo video that everyone thinks of.
Yeah, that's the one everybody's seen.
Yeah. So another story from 1962 claimed a hiker watched a Bigfoot giving birth on the mountain, which is kind of what I would like to see.
That's really cool.
And on October 28th, 1930, a humanoid skeleton over 8 feet tall was found buried under lava rock that was 12 feet thick near Lassen Peak, about 100 miles southeast of Mount Shasta. Okay. Some think it belonged to a Sasquatch, and some think it's an ancient giant, like the ones from a Wintu legend, where large, malevolent humanoids, they called Shupchets, would ambush native villages on the mountain, bear hug their people to death, and take their bodies into the caves.
Okay.
So some think the Subchet and the Sasquatch might be one and the same. The early white settlers of the area also claimed to see giants traveling the trails above the ground and the tunnels inside the mountain, a race of beings known to some as the Lunarians.
I would like to know more about them. Maybe we can dive in and do
we will talk about
an episode on those. Yeah.
We'll talk about them briefly.
Yeah?
Yeah. In part 2.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the end of part 1.
Oh, okay. So, for all of you out there, you're just going to have to come back next week to find out the rest.
Ha! Keep you coming back for more.
Leo, have we done exactly 100 episodes?
Yeah, we did that a while back.
Did we?
Wasn't that close to the Halloween episode?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't know how many we've done.
I don't either. I won't remember this one tomorrow.
Should we maybe tell them about the box we've got coming?
Let's finalize it a little bit more.
Okay.
We've got something big coming.
Yeah.
So let us work on it some more, because I don't want to give y'all a bunch of false information and then that not be what we put out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But we have something big coming, and you guys are gonna like it.
Yes. And a lot of you have probably noticed my face.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful. I let my small child be my makeup artist. So, and I felt like it was too good to not keep on for at least an episode. I may go wash it off before we record part 2, though.
Way too good to not. Yep.
So yes. So just so I can explain this to everybody, it's obviously divided down the middle. Let me see. This is an angel eye. This is a demon eye.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, this is... I don't even know what's going on anymore. This looks like a bruise.
It does kind of look like she punched you.
Yeah, well, that's all you gotta know. I have an angel and a demon eye. And the funniest thing was while she was doing this side of my face, she kept going, "You're gonna be half demon and half that other thing." And I was like, so wait a minute, you know the word demon, but you don't know the word angel? And she was like, yes, angel.
Half demon and half that other thing.
If you want to know what kind of child I am raising, a demon child.
Didn't she also once tell you that she ate skin?
Oh God, yeah, oh yeah.
I thought that was a thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a weird one. I'm a keeper, but she's a weird one.
Oh, all right. Well, guys, come back next week for part 2. And I think this has been the morning report.
The morning report.